Hi, everybody. I am here talking to you about the first half of my Queen Afua's Sacred Woman Rites of Passage program that I currently am in with 130 other sacred women in the making. And we live all over the country, I think. I know there's someone in Canada, I think, and someone in the Virgin Islands. But so there are actually 30 women that show up every week to, I think, a spot in Brooklyn and have the program live, and then about 100 of us online that live wherever we live, and we participate live online, and also other opportunities as well. But I just wanted to talk about the first half of the program and my progress. If you did not watch my other videos that led me to this point of looking for a program about healing and womanhood and divine feminine within. So you can watch it if you want instead. It's The Purge. It's the other video on my YouTube channel. Oh, wait, and if you're a new viewer, please, if you like this content, please hit the like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I love to hear your feedback. And definitely share the videos if you find that you know someone that may be interested in this program. And I'm also going to talk about this other program I did before this that was called Landmark Forum. And I've had experience with that program once before, 10 years ago. So I'm going to maybe here compare the two programs and then first I'm going to do my Sacred Woman update and how it's been going for me at this point, and then I'm going to compare the two programs. Yeah. So, if that's what you want to listen to, let's go. Okay, so the Sacred Woman program, it's a Rites of Passage program created by Queen Afua, and she's been doing it for about 30 plus years. I could be lying. 40 plus? No, I think it's a 30 plus or 30 plus. The great thing that actually I saw the other day when we were online, she was going through the book, and she while we were in live session, and she was going through the book, and she saw a picture, because there are photos in the book. She saw a random picture as she was going through the book, speaking to the secret women in the making, and she this is not the page, but she was just like, "Oh my God, that's your mama." She was like, "Yes, that's my mom." So she's been doing it long enough that children of women that she has gone through her program before are now showing up to her program. So the children that their moms were wishing for, or that, that, and I think it's so it so comes full circle when the child that was birthed from all the wishes of the program comes again to the program. And then there's other women there that I saw that there was a young woman there, and she was in a program with her grandmother. So it's a great program. Definitely about sisterhood, bonding, healing, definitely. And it's, based on African and Kemetic, which is ancient Egypt, Kemetic knowledge and information. And you can definitely feel the Kemetic influence in every aspect of the program. And that's something that definitely does ring true to my heart. In the Landmark program, it's more mental and how you can control your thoughts, which had, that while it does help with your mind and how you think, it really doesn't get to the soul. I didn't think it really got to the soul and dealing with my spirit and things of that nature. And it's also not, it's tailored, no, excuse me, it's generally, it's a general program, so it's not tailored to a specific race. So I had experiences when um, some person at Landmark, they bring up Gandhi as an example for somebody doing good. And if you know anything about history, or you look into history at all, or the history of Gandhi, you could know and find out that Gandhi was a racist towards black people. So you're saying that Gandhi's is representation of, some type of something that you should be inspiring to. And I know in my heart that Gandhi would be like, oh fuck that Nyambi, she black, so fuck her. So that was the difference in the program. And then the Landmark is more mental, and your thoughts, controlling your thoughts. And realizing that, anyway, we'll talk about that another day. And then, so this Queen Afua is more spiritual and dealing with your spirit as well as your relationships. So we'll talk about, I'm going to go walk you through the first 6 weeks, because I know I'm in my 8th week now. But I'll just talk about the first 6 weeks. So that, and then at the end of the program, I'll come back and do the end of the program recap about everything, and it's going to be awesome because we have Ascension Weekend, which is the middle of January. So all the sisters from all over the country or all over the world, wherever, are coming in to have a great weekend together, and we're all white and be sister, have spiritual ascension, leaving all the BS behind, and going into better and greater things. All right, so I'm going to walk through this first 6 weeks of the program, tell you kind of what I got out of it. I think I'm going to try. That's it. So Queen Afua's Sacred Woman Rites of Passage program, and it's a 12-week program, and she also has Man Heal Thyself, that program, and I think it's also a 12-week program. And they just she did say on the call that they started to do their program a couple weeks ago, so they'll be at our Ascension Weekend as well. And then we have the little ones, the little young ladies that have lotus flower. I think that's the name of their something lotus. That's the name of their whatever, their program for the young ladies. But you go look this up at Queen Afua. So QUWA.teachable.com. QUWA.teachable.com. I'll put the link down in the description box, as well as a link to Landmark Forum, depending on what you are in need of. This program, Queen Afua's program, it does base its philosophy off the Kemetic philosophy, but there are women of all types of different spiritual backgrounds in the program. So it's interesting to see who participated in the program, and what they have come here for, what type of healing do they need in their mind, body, and soul. So this is your scroll that you get with the Queen Afua's program, and it has pretty much all the pertinent informations of the weeks that are going on. So I'm just going to start at week 1, which is Gateway 0, and that's really was about, sorry, I keep saying that was really about looking into yourself, mind, body, spirit, and and not calculating, and really checking your metrics so that you see where you are, and you will be able, and write that down, and you will be able to see your growth at the end of the 12 weeks. So that was Gateway 0. So Gateway 1 was Sacred Word. And Sacred Word was pretty much, as you could say, caring more about what comes out your mouth. So my biggest issue with the Gateway 1, because I'm usually a pretty positive person in general, like overly positive. Even things were bad, I'm positive, because that's just how I'm programmed to not let things get to me. And that's why I'm in this program. Anyway, so and not deal with things. So I'm always positive. So, but my sacred word, my biggest challenge was I definitely saw when I was driving. I definitely have a thing about cussing people out. Well, I used to have a thing. Now I am transformed. I used to have a thing, or it happens sometimes, that I cuss people out while I'm driving. Little bitch, get out the way, stuff like that. What the fuck are you doing? And then what I saw was that those are like the first couple words out my mouth in the morning. So that is not speaking life into my world, especially the first words coming out of my mouth in the morning. And letting people upset me to about driving. So that's nothing. But I'm not really upset. I just talk a lot of shit for the most part. But I really looked at that and seeing if does it really come from a place of my upset, or is it really me just talking shit? And it's usually me just talking shit, but that's not words of power. So yeah, so that was week 1, sacred words. So week 2 was that was week 2, excuse me, sacred word. Week 3 was sacred food. And I have been good on the sacred food for a long time until Thanksgiving weekend. And like it seems like the program for me kind of fell off during Thanksgiving weekend. And I am right now trying to get back into the swing of things. So sacred food, that was my opportunity to go as vegan as possible. Yes. So I had a couple slip ups here and there, but I did good for about like 3 a month ish. I did good for like a month ish. I had a couple slip ups here and there, thinking that things are, oh well, I could do, a slip up here and there because I've been doing so good. And then I would eat some meat maybe. I had duck at one of my favorite spots, because it doesn't come around often. They have a rotating menu, so it doesn't come around often. So I had duck, and then I had it, and it wasn't that great anymore. So sacred food, it was all good until a week ago. It's like it was all good till Thanksgiving week, and then I fell off the whole program. But I'm getting back on the horse. Okay, great. So after sacred word and sacred food, we had sacred movements. Yes. So sacred movement was a great opportunity for me, because I used to be a dancer, and when I was a child, get your mind out the gutter. So I was into dance and then gymnastics and into other, performing arts when I was a child. So Sacred Movement Week was great for me. And then I had setbacks, and I transformed those setbacks into another opportunity win for myself. So I actually had maybe 2-3 days where I did all my ritual. I got my bath. The first day I went hard. My bath at 4:30 in the morning. Then got my shower to get all the sea salt off, because it's anyway. And then into the rituals, and then I went and really balled out on some freestyle choreography. I was a cheerleader, so and I was a dancer, so I know how to freestyle choreograph. Excuse me. So that's what I did. And not the first day, the second day I did that, maybe Tuesday. I get to the end of my dance. I have danced my soul out, and I'm sweating, but I gotta go to work. So I took a bath and a shower, did all my rituals, and then I'm gonna go dance to the spirit, dance from my soul to the spirit, and then get sweaty again and need a shower. Come on. So I think I did that for 3 days, and then I was like, you know what, this has to change. I can't do that. So I took the opportunity for Sacred Movement Week to be still after that, because even in my acquiring of so much knowledge in the world about spirituality and everything, my biggest issue, I think, is taking the time to meditate. I have been, excuse me, I speak into positivity. I have been awful at meditating in the past. So that was definitely an opportunity. So in my sacred movement week, I took the opportunity to be still. So that was, how I took to both sides of it. I had sacred movement, and that really took me back to my childhood and self expression and things of that nature. But then I also took the opportunity to be still, and hopefully that moves me into meditating on a more, a more, not quickly, a more regular basis. So after sacred food, sacred movement, I said that, and then sacred beauty. And what did I do that week? Sacred beauty. Oh, I made a commitment to go back to really trying to do something with this hair, darling. And I think I have got it, darling. Yes, I think I might have got it. After 10 years. Ooh, I look crazy. Sorry, hi. After 10 years of experimenting on my hair, I think I might have finally got a clue. 10 years of experimenting. So, yeah, my hair is actually a lot, not black girl magic. So that Sacred Beauty, I did the facial. As Queen Afua's package comes with a lot of stuff. So, and really decided to work on my get back into sorry about that, get back into working out, because I really hadn't worked out since I came back from Jamaica. So beauty, mind, body, and spirit, and just be a beautiful soul to all people. So after sorry, don't. Sorry. Okay. After Sacred Beauty was Sacred Space, and I just moved from different rooms in the home, so I beautified my place, so now everything is pretty much close as possible to how I would like it in the short term. No, it's there how I would like it in the short term. In long term, I want to paint some walls, and who knows, who feels like that right now. But in short term, I'm there, so I, was able to make a peaceful and tranquil space enough for spirit to be welcomed into that room to be with me. And then after Sacred Space was Sacred Healing. And this is, the deity for sacred healing is Sekhmet. And I have had, Sekhmet is, hi honey, Sekhmet is my deity, the deity that I'm closest to. I'm a lion. I'm a Leo. I'm a lion. And she is the deity of courage and strength and passion and war and healing. Okay. So that was the deity that we had 2 weeks for, because it was Thanksgiving weekend, and this is where I fell off of the wagon, and I am still trying to get back on that wagon, because I am not naturally right now waking up at 4:30 in the morning like I was before. 4:25 came around, I started waking my eyes up automatically without an alarm. And right now, I am not on that after Sekhmet, 2 Sekhmet weeks, even though that's my girl. To the point where I will show you my oracle cards. I have Kemetic oracle. Oops. I have Kemetic oracle cards. Kemetic oracle cards. So Isis oracle, or you could call her Osset or Ost. Her oracle. And this was, if you see the other video I posted today, this was the first, what do we call, African or Kemetic or Egyptian oracle deck that I tried to get. And also, the pictures in here, they ain't all black people either. Interesting. So I am going to try to create some black-faced oracle as well as um, tarot decks because I am an artist, and I think it's something that we are, as our black tarot readers and oracle readers, are in search of. So think it's a great opportunity, and it's a great opportunity for me to sit there and have self-expression and really put my talents to good use, and have some representation of black people in a in a philosophy that originated with us. So yeah, so I'm gonna be working on an oracle deck and a tarot deck, and a couple of them. I'm looking to maybe do a little publishing company to make these multiple decks that I'm thinking about. But we shall see. And so I'm going to probably be creating a GoFundMe for my tarot deck. The oracle deck come later. I want to do the tarot deck first. So sorry, so it got me off. So Sekhmet, it was her week 2 weeks, and I was super shady because I saw that my hot bath in the morning was messing up my hair, and I just came out of beauty week. It's like no, but and I was trying to impress somebody at the time. So I was like, oh no, I cannot be messing up my hair these 2 weeks. So I was super shady with all that I was supposed to do for those 2 weeks. And the only thing that saves me in my heart is that Sekhmet and I already have a relationship. She knows my love already. And that's the only thing that saves me in my head, how I was so shady to her. But, you know, I did, my offering star still. And we're going to keep it moving because she already knows my heart and my love. And then I'm now on we're now on week, sacred healing, oh yeah, so that's the half of the program. So I'm not going to do the other half. After that, we have what I'm in now is my odd week, which is pink, is sacred relationships. Then we'll have sacred union. Then we'll have sacred lotus blossom. And then we have sacred time. Then we have oh, then that's the end. Oh, and then overcome. Oh yeah, that's the end. With woman's purpose of a woman. So those are to come, and I just wanted to give y'all, tell y'all how the first half of the program is doing. And I'm trying to get back on the ball. I've been super shady for about 3 weeks out of the program, but I am committed to getting back on the ball. We have our call tomorrow. So I'm really excited about that. And it is the week for Sacred Union. So I'll read you across from that. And it has to do with your pineal gland. Pineal, yeah. Your third eye. Here or back there. And it is physical disease and a whole balanced woman. Anyway, it's a centered, relaxed, and in charge. Or you could feel depleted, stressed, and empty. White rose oil is for the spiritual bath. Usually, I don't have any rose oil, but I'll just do my bath salts. Create a picture and a collage for harmonious relationships in a place on your altar. Create a picture and a collage. I have an idea for that. That's going to be funny. So there's the elders and the ancestors that you give libations to every morning. So that should be cool. Oh, well, yeah, that's fine. And then we have the prayer, Sacred Union prayer. Then we have 900 fire breaths. And fire breaths are deep breathing into your belly quickly so that oxygen gets through into your bloodstream more rapidly than it would any other time. So, and then the stone that goes with that is lapis lazuli. And I have a lapis lazuli So that's cool. Got that. And then the color of this gateway is blue for inner peace. We're supposed to meditate or journal writing for 80 minutes. I do the journal writing, but I have, like I said, I'm so shady at meditating. I need to. And then I have a tattoo on the side of my side that's supposed to remind me to meditate. But how often do I look at my side? Oh shit, not often. So yeah, so that's really been a challenge for me in my spiritual growth is meditation. And then she said, I guess the sacred tools is the Ankh. And I have an Ankh on my altar already. It says a special Ankh to symbolize the union of masculine and feminine. So I already have that on my altar. And I just put the lapis lazuli on my altar as well. And then I also on my altar I keep my what's it called? I keep my money, my ancestor money, and burn that for whatever spirit is the deity for the week. And then, okay, so that's it. I just want to give you all, the first half of Sacred Woman, Queen Afua's Sacred Woman's Rites of Passage program. Let you know that you could definitely check out the program if you're looking for healing. I also did that Landmark program, Landmark Forum, Landmark Worldwide. They have about 3 million graduates around the world. There's an international program. It definitely helps you look at how you think of the past and how the past has dictated how you think about yourself now, and how we all carry the baggage from our childhood in our relationships and in our everyday activities, as though we have not healed from them. So we're all walking around 6-year-olds that got hurt the first time. So we learned to not do that again. We don't want to hurt like that again. So don't do that again. Don't be this. Don't be that again. So limit yourself in order to not get hurt by others. So that's a deep program. It's definitely a deep program. It's a 3-day program, and pretty much all day, all night. For like 9, 10 o'clock. And they have a lot of different courses to take as well. And I was introduced into Landmark Forum about 10 years ago at one of my first true corporate jobs coming out of college. It wasn't that corporate, but one of my first major jobs coming out of college. Yeah, okay. So Landmark Forum is, like I said, a worldwide program, and it deals with how you look at yourself, how you look at the world, and they have a trio entry course, a trio of courses that they would like everyone to take, and not everybody should have this type of education as well because it really gets you out of your way of your thinking about things. Like, I think that my Landmark Forum, how even I got there, and it led me to be like, you know what? I can do this Queen Afua program. Because before I would have had all the excuses why I could not. So really getting my thinking out of my way so that I can achieve and move forward and step out of my box. So it's definitely a program I recommend to anybody. But I was looking for, especially this time in my life and where I am mentally, I was also looking for something that was more spiritual as well as more African or indigenous or melanated type of program, because while Landmark's a great program, they don't understand, and they can't understand the needs of brown people deep down. While we go through the program, there's mostly white people in the program because it's an expensive program. But this Queen Afua is equally expensive. Oh, actually more expensive, because you are constantly buying supplies for your weekly rituals. I've been going through Dead sea salt, bath salt, like crazy, crazy. Every day you're supposed to use a cup of Dead sea salt or bath salt. Sometimes I get the pink Himalayan sea salt, bath salt, and a cup of that every day. I'm running through sea salt like crazy, and which is expensive. Also, my ascension ring. Luckily, I had all the crystals because I'm a crystal junkie. But I have all the crystals, but I don't have, and I haven't had any of the essences, flower essences, and I found some, holes, or not holes, some fit throughs for different oils to go into the bath. Um, so I'm making it work. I'm making a way women. Making a way women. That's what we are. Making a way women. So yeah, Landmark didn't have all the spirituality with it, and it really used Gandhi as their example. And I know that Gandhi was a racist. So those type of issues is what I have of them. Like, or they bring up some other people that are supposedly so great in history, and I'm like, and now I know better. I have not drank the United USA punch. I know better about the government and people, and everything is not as it seems. So, Landmark and I had some challenges. But it's definitely a good program. If you're not into waking up at 4:30 in the morning, maybe you just go get your mind right. If you already your spirit could come later, or maybe your spirit is already good. So that was just, anyway, that's the update of my program. I'm sorry this was so long. And check me out on Facebook. I am Stardust underscore human, HUEMAN, as well as I on Facebook at Neon Be Wise. And I am, that's pretty much it. Facebook, Instagram, and then on my YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. I'm really trying to come out with some new content. I'm just making sure that it's content that has, a purpose of some sort, and not just kind of come out with dumb stuff. And hit like, subscribe, leave a comment if you did any of these programs. Queen Ofua's Sacred Women Rites of Passage, or Landmark Worldwide, Landmark Forum. Leave any comments about those two programs, and I just wanted to compare the two of them and give you the update on what's going on with me and Queen Afua and the other 130 sisters of mine. All right? Thank you so much. Peace out, people.